Hi guys, I'm Abe. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be trying to tackle some New Year's resolutions. So like a lot of people, I'm cliche enough to actually make New Year's resolutions every year, sort of like ever eating fast food. This year, no pants. I'm a strictly dress and skirt person. This is the year that I eat strictly green food. But like most people, I have some problems seeing through with them, but then also actually even getting started. So today we're actually going to go through a couple items that I like to call a New Year's resolution starter kit, if you will. So just things that will help you get started, that will motivate you, inspire you to actually begin your New Year's resolutions. So the first resolution I'm tackling is going to be organization. So whether you want to be more organized in your personal life, your work life, or just generally you want to be a more organized person, my first recommendation for you is going to be get a planner. My favorite type of planners are going to be the combination of the weekly and the monthly that also have maybe a sidebar full of notes where I can write little reminders for myself for the next week or a to-do list. Those are going to be pretty much the planners that are my go-to when I'm looking for a planner. So to go along with those planners, you also want to get seem kind of basic to color coordinate your planner. It actually helps me when I'm just kind of looking at a glance at my planner to see what I have coming up and the balancing act that can sometimes be our lives, right? So school is purple, work is orange. You kind of see just at one glance, all at once, okay, these are the things that I have coming up or I have pending. Also, using color coordination as far as your planner goes, it also just helps me feel way more organized. Another tidbit or a piece of advice that I like to give you guys is get a planner that you're going to want to reach for. Again, it may sound basic to get a planner that is pretty or that has nice features, but if you get that, then you're more likely to reach for it and you're more likely to want to actually use it versus just getting some basic day planner, black leather bound from Office Max. The last things I want to talk about in the getting organized resolution for you guys are these cool pennant magnets. So if you're like me and you work in an open office environment and you want to kind of get your desk in order, these are going to be awesome for that. Instead of bringing a huge bulletin board to the office and looking like that weird girl, you're going to use these. And they're basically, you get 4 little bulletin boards and they each come with pins and they work on a magnetic surface. So you basically just put them, I have a magnetic surface around my little cubicle. So I'm just going to use these suckers, pin them up there, and then basically put memos, photos, papers, whatever I feel the need to put up for you guys who made a resolution to live a healthier life. My first tip is to get yourself a meal board. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with these. Basically, they're just calendars that are kind of like the dry erase board calendars. I got one that has a bulletin board on the side. I thought that I could use that for recipes or, you know, whatever I find, like inspiration, little thing, clippings, or whatever I find, just to kind of, again, help motivate you and inspire you to actually go through with your resolutions. So basically, this helps along with organizing your life, but then also just planning out what you want to eat so you don't fall prey to, I don't know what I'm gonna eat, so I'm going to order out, which happens a lot in this household. Of course, another part of living a healthy lifestyle is going to be exercise. If you're like me, and when that February lull comes around, it gets a little bit harder to actually get your butt back in the gym. So my recommendation and my tip to you guys are t-shirts. So basically, I scour the Walmart men's section and the Target men's section for my quirky, fun, cool t-shirts. Jurassic Park t-shirt, my Breaking Bad t-shirt, which I have like a lot of these for some reason. Game of Thrones t-shirts, which has a stain on it. So again, buying quirky and fun t-shirts may seem silly that they might actually motivate you to go to the gym, but I find that it does the job. It makes me want to wear them. It makes me want to put on my gym clothes instead of some, you know, boring dry fit tank top. I actually want to put on my t-shirts. I actually want to go to the gym. So again, just a helpful tip to get you in the gym. So my advice next up is going to be for those of you who want to be a little bit more financially savvy in this new year. Basically, if you're in your 20s, chances are you don't have time or money for a financial planner. So what I use and what I recommend for you guys to use, the app Mint. Maybe a free app for you guys. I actually have had it for a couple of years now, and what it does is it links up with your bank account, and so it allows you to kind of see where your budget falls and allows you to create a budget that fits for your lifestyle. You guys who are trying to be a little bit more careful with your money is to get the app and try it out for this month, and basically just sync it up with your bank account and see where you're actually spending your money. Coolest thing about Mint for me is I use it to see where I'm actually spending my money. So what the app does is it categorizes your spending into different areas. So for me, what I see are like coffee shops, clothing, and then entertainment, along with other things. So seeing where your dollars are actually going is kind of eye-opening, and it'll definitely help you jumpstart your money saving resolution. So another popular resolution that we like to make is to try to make more time for reading. One of my first reads for the new year is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and it's Creative Living Beyond Fear. I love that I read this book at the beginning of the year because it speaks to me on so many levels, and I think that it's really applicable to pretty much anyone. It's not just for the creative types, because what this book is largely about is just finding that bit of magic, that bit of passion that is in all of us. And then Gilbert really tries to show what we need to do to draw that out of us and to really act on the bits of magic and the talent that we all have within us. So I think it was just really inspirational. If you're into that sort of thing, it is kind of self-helpy, I guess you could put it in that category. But if you're into that, I recommend this because I really enjoyed this, and the cover is just so pretty. I don't know, really pretty. So along with reading more, what I've actually started doing this year is making lists of books that I want to read, books that I'm reading, and then books that I've read. I think it's just kind of a cool way to curate what you're doing, and then just kind of keep track of everything that you read, and so you kind of hold yourself accountable. So what I've been using is the website Trello, which they also have an app, but I'm just going to show you what the web base looks like. Basically, you just make these lists, and you can add photos to it, you can add links to it, you can add more text to it, but you have these headers right here, and then each of these below it is a separate card. So you can see I have this list of things that I want to read, what I'm reading, and then what I've read. And you can also drag like this. And I think it's just a cool way to keep track of what you're reading and what you want to read. A lot of times I'll see something in the bookstore or hear about something on the radio that I want to read, and then I quickly just forget about it. So this way I'm just keeping track of everything in one place. Well guys, that was it. I hope this New Year's resolution starter kit helps some of you. I hope my advice helps some of you. Feel free to drop me a line anytime you guys want. But other than that, that was it. Thanks guys. See you later.